Hey, it's Whips here with a new Hearthstone deck, this time a unlikely duo, Thief Rogue and Colossal Minions. The basic idea of the deck is to generate additional copies of the Colossal Minions that you get off of things like Ambassador Phelan or the Horn of the Ancients from Hydra, using cards like Counterban Stash or even Tess Greymane, as seen in the clip behind me right now, so you can actually overwhelm your opponent with a bunch of big minions that will just win you the game. Also using cards like Parlay to hopefully disrupt your opponent's game plan and stealing a very important card from their deck. For the Mulligan guide of the deck, you're looking for cards like Gone Fishing, Blackwater Cutlass, Parlay, Swashbuckler, or Reconnaissance to keep in your opening hand, as these are all good turn 1 or turn 2 plays. If you do have a cheap spell in your opening hand, Crush Claw Enforcer is really good to keep. Tooth of Nefarian is also really good if you know you're going to be facing something like Mech Mage, so you can just snipe one of their minions pretty quickly. Ambassador Phelan is usually a card that I always keep in my opening hand, mainly because you want to get these at the bottom of the deck as quickly as possible. Finally, another combo that I would look out for keeping in my opening hand is Swift Scale Trickster with any high cost spell. If you have a Swift Scale Trickster plus a Blood in the Water, you're in a really good position, and you should be able to just spam out a bunch of damage on turn 4, and thus allowing you to win the game pretty quickly. With that all being said, let's look at some games. Alright, time to face Shaman. This actually has a huge possibility of being a lot of different decks. We're gonna actually keep everything here. We have a good turn 1, 2, and 3 play. Vanessa is interesting. We're just going to instantly break the disguise. We're disguised as Paladin, which is probably one of the worst options. But that is a really funny card to generate here. Because it basically means all of our rogue cards are other class cards. Going to see what we generate here. Tarantula is actually pretty decent for next turn. They're going to freeze our minion. That's perfectly fine. They're probably going to attack our face here. We can just put down the Tarantula, might as well. And the next turn we can coin out Wildheart Guff. The chances of actually generating that off of that card, that's just insane. They're going to kill the Tarantula, which is fine. I don't really mind them killing it. That's a little bit frustrating that we're not going to get the poisonous though, but it's still fine. Now we can just coin out the Guff and go face, because no one's going to expect Guff in this situation. Who needs to play Druid when you can just have Guff and Rogue, right? Going to grab the Ambassador. Though this does make the counterfeit stashes a little bit more awkward. Oh, they're going to have their own Ambassador. Okay. We can actually steal that with a Vanessa if we really feel like it. Going to get a Blood in the Water for free. Kill their Ambassador, make an additional copy of the Ambassador, and then just go face. We're gonna gain a mana crystal here, play one of the Ambassadors, shuffle the weapon back into the deck, and just go face. Okay, no, that's actually pretty interesting, especially because it's just going to cost 0 no matter what. We can play another Ambassador if we really feel like it. Gonna kill the freeze with a Tooth of Nefarian. Getting a freeze of our own, we can kill the 4/2, and then we could freeze the 4/2, or just draw into a additional Trickster here. Okay, we're not in a terrible position right now. So we have Blood in the Water that will allow us to just kill 2 of their minions right there. Then we can use Counterfeit, which will allow us to grab another Blood in the Water and more sharks. Because who doesn't like a Shark Frenzy? Going to freeze their freeze minion and then just pass the turn back. I'd be absolutely shocked if they could deal with all of these sharks. I guess they actually just need spell power, I guess. Okay, let's see what they grab here. Horn of the Ancients. That seems to be the default choice for a lot of people. That is one of the more frustrating options that they could have grabbed, though. I think they can kill 2 of them? No, I guess they only can kill 1. Okay, that's fine. We can kill theirs, though. We do have the poisonous, and we do have the counterfeit stash to make it even better here. Just going to go face, Kill Ajara. Use the other stash. See what we get here. Okay, 3 additional damage. That's not bad. We sadly didn't get any of the blood in the water, but that's fine too. We're gonna grab something here. Grabbing the weapon is probably the better choice because that means we only need 3 spells to win the game. If they kill all of our minions, that is. Leviathan. That's actually cool. We can play Leviathan and attack into their minions while also keeping both of our 1/1s. Let's see what we dredge up from the depths. Nelly is pretty good. We're going to put that at the top of the deck. Draw into it here. Can't play it this turn. Going to kill their minion. See what we generate here. This is actually not the easiest choice in the world. Let's grab the spirit just because it's free damage. Okay, they're going to swap their deck around. Grabbing the Colossus minions from the bottom of the deck that they put there. Now, it really depends on what they actually have out of those minions. Okay, that actually doesn't matter at all. They're sadly going to be able to wipe our board, but we can actually play Nelly and then bounce it back and play it again. And that's not a bad top deck to actually see. Kill their minion, might as well. We can use the Nelly here. See what we actually generate. Going to go for South Seas Captain, Amalgam of the Depths, and Multicaster. Bounce it back, see what we get again. We only need 6 more damage. Going for the Amalgam, Puffer Fister, and Mr. Smite, because why wouldn't we grab Mr. Smite? They're going to put up 2 taunts. Okay, Blackwater Behemoth actually helps us. Didn't kill the one that we needed help killing, though. We can kill the 2/3 here. Play the captain down. Kill their other one. We can put all of them down here because we have a bunch of pirates. And just win the game from here. And grabbing the second smite. Alright, time for a game against Warrior. Okay, Blood in the Water I actually kind of want to keep just because we do have the Cutlass in our hand. Swashbuckler is kind of funny to actually see. We're going to probably want to use the Cutlass to shovel it back into the deck for our turn 1 play though. Oh, that's a perfect top deck. Shame that we're discounting something that we're going to get for 4 mana instead of 6 mana anyways, but not bad. Okay, we can just hero power, might as well. Their questline, that actually doesn't shock me at all. It's usually always questline or control. There is a Quillboard deck for Warrior that I really want to try out. That I've tried out in the past that didn't do so well, but we'll see. We're just going to put down the Null, kill their minion, pass the turn back. Okay, they got Devise Cannoneer. I'm going to want to kill that as quickly as possible, but I have a feeling they're going to sadly be able to kill our minion here. And they do. Well, at least we have the Trickster, and then we can just use the 3 damage on the 3/3, and then attack into the 2/1, and pass the turn back. Now we have access to the other Trickster in our hand, and we also have a Swashbuckler too, which isn't a bad idea, especially if we can generate something really, really funny off of it. Okay, Gone Fishing is actually a pretty good top deck. We're probably going to want to put down the Swashbuckler, or Burglar. That's the interesting card. Oh, there's the second Blood in the Water. Grabbing that. Then we can use Composing, and then just go face. Might as well go face. Killing the 3/2. Swapping a card out of their deck. Not something I wanted to actually steal, but it's better than nothing, I guess. I was kind of hoping to steal the Mr. Smite out of their deck, but they're going to use Amalgam. I think Amalgam is one of the coolest cards probably included in the set, but also one of the most frustrating things to play against, just because if you're playing against a pirate deck, it's additional copies of Smite, in theory. We're going to draw a few more cards here. We're going to weapon up, discover something. Oh, that's actually a pretty good thing to discover. We can instantly kill 3 of their minions. And might as well put down the Swashbuckler. Or Brogler. I'm never going to get that correct. It's a pirate and it steals things from the deck. You know? Okay, they're gonna dredge from the bottom of their deck. Complete their questline reward. They don't have enough mana to play it, which is good for us. The really shitty thing is, though, we can't actually bounce back everything in their board to their hand next turn. Ajara might be the best bet here. We can draw a card, getting the Trickster, which allows us to get the Blood in the Water for free, killing the 3/3 and killing the 3/2 to minimize damage. Okay, there's the captain. They kill our shark, which is a little bit disappointing, but it's fine. Gone fishing is interesting. We're probably going to want to put down Queen Ajara, I would assume, here. We could also do Ambassador and then Gone fishing to try to get something from the bottom of the deck that we could actually use. We don't have enough mana for the Colossus, but we probably will still take it. See what we actually get here. Oh, Gulp. That's actually not terrible. And as long as they don't have Smite plus something else, and they don't get Gorehowl, we should be fine. Okay, that is a bit frustrating, because I don't want to instantly kill it. Oh, they're actually going to attack into Ajara. That's actually kind of a shock. Okay, so we need a little bit of extra damage. We might want to attack into the body just so we can bounce Gulp back. So we do have enough mana to play him twice. And it does put up a huge wall in between us and them. Yeah, that's actually probably the smart play. Gonna do this. Attack into it. We could use Gone Fishing. Gonna bounce him back. Play him again. See what we can get here. Cutlass allows us to just cycle through the deck for something that might be better. And that is actually a lot better than the other options. And we lucked out with what they're getting off of that. We just need to keep this wall up. Okay, come on. Just need to live for a little bit longer. Okay, we have a 13/13, and then they're just going to go face. Oof. Oh, Null is actually a pretty good top deck, because that wins us the game. Alright, time for a game against Hunter. Probably going to be Questline Hunter, as it usually is. Going to get rid of Ajara and Maestra. Drawing into Tess, which is not something I want to see this early on. We do have a few turn 1 plays if we really feel like it. We could shuffle back the Cutlass into the deck and discounting the Go Fish, and then we can use the Go Fish next turn. We're going to shuffle it back in the deck. We discount the Knolls pretty easily here. Just going to pass the turn back. The nice thing is, when we're disguised, it counts as a discount for Knolls. And they have a pretty good stat line to prevent Hunter from just instantly killing them both. Okay, so they just passed the turn back. We're going to ping their face, get another discount on the Knolls next turn. Okay, so they're going to use Aim Shot. Triggers the first part of their quest line. I'm going to be shocked if they don't nerf how many spells you need for the quest line, because that is a really, really frustrating one to play against right now. We're going to generate a random card here, put down both Knolls, and then we can use Go Fish to just draw into something. Parlay's funny, but Blood in the Water might be better. We can use Parlay next turn, try to steal some of their damaging ability out of their deck. Okay, they're going to be able to maybe kill one of ours, or maybe even both. I'd be actually kind of shocked if they can kill both of them at the same turn. Oh, I guess they could with the stupid hero power. Oh no, it's going to only have 4 damage, so it should be fine. Okay, so we're going to want to put down Cookie probably next turn. Cutlass is kind of funny. We can just shuffle it back into the deck. Going to put down Cookie, attack into their 1/1, and then just go face. Sure, it draws them a card, but I'd rather them draw a card and then have 1 additional damage from all their spells, to be honest. Okay, so they're going to actually try to kill Cookie here, which is fine. I actually would like them to kill it, but that is not fine. That's actually really frustrating. I get why people are running that because of Demon Hunter right now. Oh, Rat King's really, really funny. I'm going to play Rat King, attack into their minion, and then pass the turn back. They only have one card in hand, so we should be able to be in a really good position. Okay, so they're going to kill Rat King. That's perfectly fine. We're going to probably shuffle the Cutlass back into the deck. Drawing into the second version of Cutlass. Okay, that's nice. If we had a actual expensive spell to use. Just going to do some damage, put down some minions, force them to use it on the minions instead of our face. Next turn we can actually coin out our hero card, which might be really good to do. Okay, so we are probably going to coin it out. I don't really want to, but 7 damage not on the board is probably a good idea. They can kill our 2 minions here, so we're not actually losing anything by coining out our hero card. And they can't actually target our stealth minions, so that's actually not a bad idea at all. Just going to do that, then probably pass the turn back. I think for Tess, we have maybe 1 card so far in rotation for it, so I don't think I'm going to use her anytime soon. Okay, Reconnaissance is actually interesting. We can see what we get here. Mountain Bear is not bad. I'm going to kill their minion and then try to go face, but it's probably going to be Explosive Trap, and it is. That's not really that big of a shock. We're going to put down the bear. And then we just start building a board of really sticky minions. As long as we can outpace their damage, we should be in a really good position overall. Okay, so we're going to put down S. Going to get a few things here. We get the Cookie and the Rat King. This will allow us to get rid of the 7/7, which is what we want to do. We're actually in a super good position right now. Okay, that's 1 extra spell damage. We have not enough damage to kill them in 1 turn. We're probably going to want to kill that minion. Also depends on what we top deck here too. That isn't necessarily what that is a good exchange right there. Just go face, attack into the 2/1, and then use it on their minion and kill them with their own spell. Alright, now that we're through the games, let's discuss my final thoughts of the deck and the reason why I built the deck the way I did. So overall, this deck performed relatively alright. It wasn't the best deck in the world. It sure wasn't the Shadow Priest deck that I just recently put out. But it was really fun, and I can honestly say being able to generate as many Colossal Minions in this deck as you can is just a really funny way to actually win the game. The one thing that I would consider doing with the final deck list, and I didn't actually test this out, is dropping 1 Blackwater Cutlass for a Sir Finley Sea Guide, mainly because then you can actually just instantly get all of the Colossus minions you put at the bottom of the deck. But other than that, I think this is probably the best way to run a deck like this, and is something that not a lot of people are really expecting out of Rogue right now. Everyone's expecting Pirate Rogue, and I wanted to do something unique. So if you were like me, and you really wanted something unique out of Rogue, this is the perfect deck for you. Otherwise, I might not want to recommend this deck unless you already have all the cards in it. It can steal some games when you wouldn't expect it to, but it still isn't the best deck in the world. And like always, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And until the next one, bye bye.